This installation intercepts almost all missiles. It indeed independently determines which targets pose a threat to people and which are not worth the ammunition. For years, terrorists have been trying to breach Israel's shield. The Israeli air defense system is, without exaggeration, a legend in global air defense. Its operation has been admired by both the residents of Israel and experts.
Here one can confidently use Russian terminology that there are no analogs. In terms of its effectiveness, today, indeed, no country in the world has comparable air defense systems.
But on October 7, 2023, everything changed. The largest attack in 50 years, hundreds, thousands of Palestinian rockets were launched towards the Israelis. And Israel's impenetrable shield did indeed crack. Why did the Iron Dome let so many rockets through? And is it really as good as they say? Iron Dome is the brainchild of the Israeli company Rafael. The Iron Dome, developed by Rafael, is renowned for its advanced technology. The order for its installation came from the Israeli Ministry of Defense in 2007. The goal was to create a system that would intercept Palestinian Qassam rockets. The company did not waste any time. The order was accepted, and within 2 years the shield was ready for testing. And 2 years later, in 2011, the Iron Dome was deployed near cities close to the Gaza Strip.
Iron Dome is a tactical anti-missile system that was developed in 2009 after Palestinian terrorists began actively shelling Israeli territory, southern cities with rockets from the Gaza Strip. In addition to this, there was the experience of the Second Lebanon War, when Lebanese terrorists were also shelling northern Israel with rockets.
The Israeli air defense system is designed to destroy tactical unguided rockets and artillery shells with a caliber of 155 millimeters at a distance of up to 70 kilometers. But it's not only rockets that can become targets for the Iron Dome. The system is also capable of striking drones. This became possible in the updated version. Tests for intercepting drones conducted in 2015 were successful. Manufacturers say the air defense system can operate at any time of day in any weather and can simultaneously respond to several enemy rockets. One Iron Dome battery is capable of protecting an area of about 150 square kilometers. What does this complex include? A typical Iron Dome battery consists of 3 launchers, each with 20 interceptor missiles. This means that one battery can simultaneously shoot down 60 targets. An important part of the system is the radar and control center. These are what distinguish the Iron Dome from all other air defense systems. The fact is that thanks to these elements, the Iron Dome recognizes an incoming missile and literally calculates the projectile's trajectory and its probable target within a few seconds. In simple terms, the system has its own intelligence. It filters enemy missiles and does not shoot down all of them. It simply doesn't need to. Moreover, it's extremely expensive. One Iron Dome munition costs $90,000, whereas the missiles launched by terrorists are much cheaper. Therefore, a technology has been developed for the system to track which of the missiles launched by terrorists might reach residential areas of the city and which will not hit the target. And only after that does the system decide which enemy projectile needs to be intercepted. But this is not the last advantage of the Israeli air defense system.
Its main advantage is that it can shoot down missiles that have been launched just now and not from far away. For example, the minimum launch distance of a missile to the punished Iron Dome battery is 4 kilometers. There really are no analogs in the world. That is, it can really quickly. Its radar can detect the launch, calculate the trajectory, launch the Tamir interceptor missile, and within a few seconds, that missile will be shot down.
The system is also known for the fact that its developers are constantly improving the installation. all to ensure it better and more quickly intercepts enemy missiles. To confirm the effectiveness figures, during Operation Pillar of Defense, the system destroyed 426 missiles. The success rate of interceptions was estimated at 84%. This was in the year 2012, that is practically right after Pol Pot deployment. You must agree, so an astounding result. And in May 2021, during the Israeli-Palestinian crisis, the Iron Dome demonstrated that it could be even better and intercepted about 90% of the rockets.
The Iron Dome is the most incredibly advanced and highly effective, influential and unparalleled military system we have in the world. It saves lives in real time every second. Naturally, we do not try to intercept every rocket if it is expected to land in the sea or in open areas. We do not waste interceptor missiles.
One might consider the Iron Dome to be the perfect air defense system. And there are two answers to that, both yes and no. It is important to understand that the system was specifically developed to meet the needs of the Israelis, to shoot down homemade rockets that Israel's enemies assemble in makeshift conditions. That is, not in factories, but in garages and basements. These rockets are of very questionable quality. Essentially, they are metal tubes up to 1 meter long, filled with explosives and equipped with a very primitive solid fuel engine. Qassams, as the militants call them, are characterized by low accuracy because the launchers for these rockets are very primitive and are produced in makeshift ways. They have a short range and an uncontrolled trajectory. In other words, typical terrorist weapons. For them, it doesn't matter much. Where the projectile lands, the fact of hitting is what matters. But cruise and ballistic missiles are not within the purview of the Iron Dome.
When a ballistic missile is flying in orbit, it should be intercepted by a HETS 3 or Arrow 3 missile. If the Arrow 3 does not intercept it, then in the upper layers of the atmosphere, it should be intercepted by an Arrow 2 or HETS 2 missile. If it is not intercepted there either, then in the middle layers of the atmosphere, it should be intercepted by a system called Magic Wand or David's Sling.
The fact is that Israel has a layered defense. This means that the country's missile shield consists of several layers. At the highest level is the Arrow system. It is designed to destroy ballistic missiles. Next comes David's Sling, which is designed to destroy medium and long-range cruise missiles. And only then, the Iron Dome. So did such a powerful missile shield fail? Not exactly. A massive number of enemy missiles can disable any air defense system. And Hamas had thousands of them. The IDF reported the launch of 2,200 rockets towards Israel in just the first hours of the attack. And these projectiles are mostly supposed to be intercepted by the Iron Dome. After all, we're not talking about ballistic or cruise missiles. Even if we consider the system's interception rate of 90%, 220 rockets would still have breached the shield. Another downside is that there are few Iron Dome installations. In fact, they do not cover the entire territory of Israel completely.
As of today, according to various sources, we have between 11 and 13 batteries. These are generally semi-confidential pieces of information, and you can't easily find them in open sources. Therefore, even though the entire territory of Israel is very small, smaller than the Kiev region, for example, it is not completely covered by Iron Dome batteries. They are moved from place to place depending on where the threat occurs.
It can be said for sure that Israel will draw appropriate conclusions from this attack. And the Israelis will not forgive Hamas for their dark day. They have weaponry that can wipe terrorists off the face of the earth. And to make sure you don't miss what one of the best armies in the world is fighting with, subscribe to our channel, and soon we will talk about it in new episodes of Arsenal.